Now there's a nationwide protest being organized for June 14th called No King's Day. This is BLM all over again. First of all, this is being pushed by a bunch of activist groups, and they picked June 14th because it's Flag Day and it happens to be Donald Trump's birthday. They say it's about rejecting authoritarianism. But let's be honest, this is just another anti-Trump stunt dressed as some big defense for democracy. So they're planning rallies in every major city across the United States on the same day that the army is holding a parade in Washington, D.C. So their message is going to be no kings, no crowns. They want to take power away from Washington and fight against mass deportation. They're using language of freedom, but what they're really doing is disrespecting the flag, disrespecting the military, and making a spectacle out of something that's supposed to be a day of unity. I reject everything about these protests. I don't buy the idea that shouting in the street is saving democracy. If you really care about this country, you respect the results of the election, you follow the law, and don't try to tear things down just because you're upset that your side isn't in power anymore. And some of y'all can't even wait. Now I'm hearing about protests erupting in New York, in Dallas, in Florida. Don't y'all have anything better to do? It's a revolution! Yeah, okay, did you know that turtles can breathe out of their butts? Oh, great. Now you follow the law and don't try to tear things down just because you're upset that your side isn't in power anymore. And some of y'all can't even wait.
At a team dinner.
Protests erupting in New York, in Dallas, in Florida. Don't y'all have anything better to do? It's a revolution! Yeah,
Attention, Wichita.
breathe out of their butts. Oh, great. Now
There's even there's a TikTok.
Attention, Wichita protesters and anyone really that is planning to protest this weekend, because if it's happening in Wichita, I guarantee you it's probably happening in your city. This is a shipment of riot gear that was delivered to the Wichita Police Department. So I don't know if they're planning to use it this weekend or they just want to be prepared in case they do need to use it. Maybe they're just using this as an excuse to get a bunch of new riot gear. But I just wanted to make everyone aware that it is happening. And I think that it's going to be a good protest to follow a lot of the rules that people are trying to get for protest. In case they do need to use it. Maybe they're just using this as an excuse to get a bunch of new riot gear, but I just wanted to make everyone aware that it is happening. And I think that it's going to be a good protest to follow a lot of the rules that people are trying to get.
She's just gonna tell you about following the rules. Don't do this or that, or your phone is gonna get taken away or stolen. I don't know, but yeah, man. Even in Wichita, Kansas, there's planning on being riots. Shoot, there's the evidence. The Wichita police station. They're dropping off riot gear for the police. For what? For they could sell it? No, so they could use it, man. All right, and June 14th is literally tomorrow, man. And yeah, man, us brothers in this truth, know exactly what's going on, man. All right, let me show you this. All right, Maxine Waters explaining how Trump plans to call Marshall LAW soon as we watch quietly. All right, and here's a comment right here. And just like that, everyone forgot about Elon Musk versus Trump and the EPSTEIN files. All right. So yeah, man. Yeah. And it was 1 second before 144. All right. So yeah, man, Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadosh. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS that rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, Yasharallah. I'm gonna make this as quick as possible, man. Yeah, man. This is the devil at work. June 14th, and there's gonna be all those. You saw the picture on that first TikTok of all those riots in every major city. All right, even in Wichita, man. All right, where I'm at, there's gonna be riots, possible riots. Okay, planned riots. And you saw the police gear that was given. I mean, the riot gear that was given to the police. Yeah, Akim, tomorrow's not a good day to. Tomorrow's not a good day to be out and about. Just doing whatever. I'm gonna stay in tomorrow. I want nothing to do with no riots and whatnot. But this is all leading to, like what Maxine Waters says. The implementation of martial law, possibly, man. All right, and we know what martial law is, man. All right, certain laws, certain rights are taken away from you because martial law is implemented. All right, martial law is wartime law, man. All right, where certain rights they don't apply. All right, some human rights don't apply, man. All right, it's a time of war. All right, that's what martial law is, man. Okay, and this is ultimately gonna for the persecution of us so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, all right, because who's ICE going up against? All right, Latinos. Okay, so yeah, man, and this is eventually gonna go towards the blacks and the Native Americans, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. So yeah, man, I just wanted to do a quick lesson and put my own 2 cents into it. This is Second Esdras. And this is also, gonna lead up to persecuting us. All right, the men of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, because that's what this devil, that's who this devil's after, man. All right, the elect. All right, the Lord's prophets. All right, which, what are we doing? We're telling everybody on earth what's gonna happen, and this devil, he's scared, and this devil is he's scared, and he knows what we're saying is coming true because he knows the Bible too, man. All right, and he knows just as we listen and watch the news and watch this devil, the white man Esau Edom, go to work and do his thing. They're doing the same thing to us. They're watching us and listening to us and measuring the times diligently for themselves too. All right, Slakia. All right, Salakia. I'm here at the house with my boy. I got, I'm feeding him, but I'm in the other room, and I just, gave him some snacks after I fed him a little sandwich. But yeah, because that's who this devil's after, man. The elect, us. All right, because us brothers know. Shoot, let me get this, man. All right. Us brothers know, all right, that Trump is Nero in the reincarnation, man. What did Nero do, man? All right, Nero, all right, according to the Tacitus and later Christian tradition, Emperor Nero blamed the devastation, all right, of Rome, all right, because he burned down Rome, and he purposely burned down Rome. And what did he do? He blamed it on the Christians, all right. And who were the original Christians? They were Hebrew Israelites, all right? Because they were called Christians first in Antioch, okay? And they were Hebrews, all right? The Israelites, okay? And we're those same Israelites back again, okay? And we're in the new revitalized Rome again. Same people, same spirits, different bodies, okay? And that's what Trump is doing, man. All right, spiritually, he's gonna do it. He's doing it literally too, man. All right, he's Nero in the reincarnation, and he's burning down America. All right, as the Lord is commanding him, making him do. All right, with these riots and ICE. All right, and passing these laws and stirring up the fire in America against Esau. All right, the white man and the colored people. All right, us melanated, us Israelites, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, because you don't see ICE going against Asians or Arabians or Europeans, Russians, Turkish people, African people, as in like those super tall, skinny black African people. No, Eskimos. No, ICE. This white man in America, or his enemy is the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. And what is Trump doing? All right. He's tearing this place down, man. He's passing unjust laws. All right. Okay. Taking the seat as a king. All right. Trying to implement martial law, because when our martial law is implemented, all right, the president has I believe he. Let me type it in. Let me see. President's power during martial law. If it shows, this is under martial law. The president, as commander in chief, could potentially suspend civilian laws and civil liberties, allowing the military to take control and enforce order. And what is Trump doing? Who is being sent to these cities, and specifically LA right now? All right, the Marines. Okay. Who is preparing the Army, the U.S. Army and military in America? Donald Trump. Okay. All right, it says could potentially suspend civilian laws and civil liberties, allowing the military to take control and enforce order. This power could include deploying troops to quell unrest. What's going on in America right now? Civil unrest, riots. All right, protests. Okay, all around America, man. All right, in every major city, enforcing laws through military tribunals and suspending habeas corpus. All right. However, the Constitution and laws governing domestic use. All right. So yeah, man. So that's why I showed you this picture of Maxine Waters explaining how Trump plans to call martial law soon. For what? Just for the F of it? No, because they're systematically, all right. Well, we all seen, us brothers in this truth have been seeing our own videos, these video epistles about these Craigslist ads being put up to pay people to for the biggest, baddest mother effers, in LA. All right, even not just in LA, Texas too, and other places in America. All right, people getting paid, these Craigslist ads paying people to start riots, all right, and whatnot. Didn't say that verbatim for word for word, but hey, that's a lot of money. $6,500 to 12. 1,2,500. All right. It says, so yeah, man. So these riots, and what are these riots? All right, what is King's Day, which is tomorrow? Funded. Who funds King's Day? All right, the heiress. All right, the woman heir to ruler. All right, because that's what heir means, ruler. All right, so the woman ruler of Walmart. All right. Okay, I forgot her name, Kinsley Wilson or something. Wilson, I don't know, but yeah, you could look it up on Google. The heiress to Walmart. All right, so Walmart is funding these riots. All right, it's funding King's Day tomorrow. These future possible riots around America. All right, which is being prepared. All right, I showed you evidence even here in my city right now, Wichita, Kansas. Or riot gear. All right, popping up at I could probably go drive to the police station and check it out myself. I might do that if I got time, Okay. So yeah, man. The Lord is is setting this devil, setting this place up, setting up America up for its destruction, man. All right, setting prophecies popping off the page, because I'm not, what I'm saying, what's going on is biblical, man. I've even brought the precepts out, you know. This is Second Esdras 14 and 15, 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, the swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, nor princes." What's tomorrow? No King's Day. All right. "And the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Okay. So that's talking about these riots, man. All right. These protests, all right, that are going to get, bad. Okay. We're made possible. You heard Maxine Waters saying Trump is planning, all right, martial law. And if martial law is implemented, all right, civil liberties, all right, are out the window, and the military is in full control, all right? So they could, do whatever they want with you, man, all right? Come into your house, take your goods, do whatever, man, all right? So whatever benefits the military, all right, is what goes, okay? All right, it's not the law of the land no more. It's the law of war, all right, wartime law, which is not pleasant at all. All right, go back into time and research. Times of war are not good, man. All right, so who's hurt worse? Who's hurt the most, affected most during the times of war? Civilians, innocent people. Okay, so that and that's us, man. Us everyday people are gonna be affected, man. All right. So yeah, man. That's what we're stepping into, man. Okay. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." All right. Because these military troops and just random people are going to be breaking into each other's houses, stealing and looting. All right. Because the law of the land isn't going to be upheld anymore, man, because it's going to be martial law, all out chaos, all right? And the authority is going to be that of the military, all right? Slovakia. Jeremiah 51 and 46, it says, "Unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land, a rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler." Okay. We're in those times, man. All right. Ruler against ruler. All right. Like the scriptures say, the Lord has come to set division. All right. To divide. All right. Matthew 24 and 7 says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences," all right, and earthquakes in diverse places. All right, you hear that? Kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. All right. That's conflict. That's what's going on, man. Kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation. All right. The Israelites against Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. These ICE raids. Okay. All right. And these protesters. Okay. What is that going to lead to? Peace, everybody shaking hands and going out for a good night out on Saturday, having beers together. No, man. What's going to lead to all these protests, is more, martial law and, all out chaos. All right. Maybe not soon, but eventually, man. Okay. Because there's going to be more and more and more. All right. This place is going to get worse before it gets better, man. All right. It's only going to get better when the Lord returns and destroys America utterly off the face of the planet. which is written about in the Bible. All right, Matthew 24:8, the next verse. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So we're in these times. So it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna get even worse. So these are just the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall unalive you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right? Who's this talking about? The Lord's elect, his prophets. Because that's who this devil's really after, man. All right? All right? Because that's what the devil does. He sifts, all right? He's sifting the house of Israel, all right, as wheat. He's going to get the bad, all right? And he's going to try to get the good, all right? But they're going to make it through. The Lord's elect are going to make it through and be delivered, even through much affliction and persecution, all right? Because when it says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, all right, and shall unalive you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Because who did Nero blame the fire, the destruction of Rome, all right, the burning of Rome on? He blamed it on the Christians, the Israelites, the Jews, all right, us, all right, because we're those same men back in the day, man, prophesying and preaching about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, okay. So Nero, which is Trump in the reincarnation, Trump is Nero in the reincarnation. What is he doing? All right. He is burning down America. All right. He's starting the fire. Okay. All right, with the help of his friends. All right. They're all these elites and higher ups. All right. They're all in on it, man. They're doing their part. Okay, to systematically tear down America, cause chaos. All right. Like I said, cause, because that's what they're doing. They're causing the chaos. All right. By paying people to stir up chaos. Okay. And Donald Trump is going to, burn America. All right. And who's he going to blame it on? Us Israelites. Because they were called Christians first in Antioch. All right. And we're those men. We're the original Christians. All right. Back in the reincarnation. All right. The Mashiachim, the anointed ones. That's what Christian means. That's what it goes back to. The origin of it, man. All right. Trump is going to blame it on us. Us prophets. All right. And this is just the beginning, man. All right. Those men out there preaching, see, they're the reason why America is the way it is. Not us. Even though it was him. Even though it was Nero, Trump, who did it. Who's doing it, man. All right. See, if this world wouldn't be the way it is, if they weren't preaching and saying all this hate, that's why IUIC and ISUPK are, they're getting ready to get us blamed too, man. All right. They're in on it too. All right. Marching and shit, looking tough. All right. They're set up by Esau Edom to get us blamed, the true prophets of the Lord. All right. That's who he's after, man. Us. All right. I could end it off right there. Yeah, I might end it off right there. I just had some precepts jotted down on Google. Isaiah 19:2, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right, who are the modern day Egyptians? America, the Americans. All right, so that's who this is talking about. All right, it says, and I will, that's who this is talking about prophetically, man. All right, and I will set the Egyptians, all right, Americans, against the Egyptians, Americans, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. City against city and kingdom against kingdom. All right. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. So, yeah, man. People can be looking for answers, man. Praying to Jesus Christ and Buddha, and looking for Trump to save them, looking for their, when it was Yahweh Bashem Yahushai who they should have been worshiping, all right, and serving this whole time. And who's doing that? The prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the men of GMS, and the followers of GMS. We're serving the Lord in truth and sincerity. So the Lord's going to save us and deliver us from all this chaos that's coming, man. All right. So yeah, so the Lord is setting up the world stage. All right. This is all, the Lord is behind all this. And he's using Trump, like the scriptures say, the king's heart, all right, his mind is in the hands of the Lord. And whoever so, just like, let's get it, man. All right. Proverbs 21:1 says, the king's heart, all right, his mind is in the hand of the Lord as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord is making Trump and these people, all right, these elites of the world, to do what they do, to set up their new world order, all right, just for the Lord to take it down, all right, just for the Lord to destroy it anyway, all right. Job 20:23 says, when he is about to fill his belly, all right, so when this white man, when this white man, Esau Edom, gets his new world order popping and ready, and going, it says, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. What's that rain? Nuclear missiles, nuclear destruction. So this devil is going to get his new world order up and going, man. All right. And set. But then Yahweh is going to return, all right, and destroy it with the brightness of his coming, like the scriptures say. Okay.